Peace. What's up, brothers and sisters, ladies and gents? This is your brother, Mr. Holipsism, coming to you on a Sunday, the day after Xmas. How you all doing? How was your holiday? How are you and your family? How are you guys getting along together? All of that good stuff. Um, I want to give a chance for some people to come in. And I also want to send some invites out to my people. So bear with me a second while I do that. Do. Let everybody know what's going on. So bear with me. I want to do that first. And I'm going to read you guys the description of the show so you know what we're getting into right now. So just bear with me. I'm almost there. Just sending out these invites, let people know what time it is. Okay, I believe that's it. All right. So let's get into what the topic of this show is. It's called Preseason for Team Nationhood, LIN. If Land Infrastructure and Nationhood, LIN, was a team, what should we do to prepare for this season? What trades should we make? What free agents should we sign? Who is our head coach? Should we keep or fire our defensive and offensive coordinators? Is the goal to win the Super Bowl or championship? Or should we disband the team, tear down the stadium or arena because we didn't win it last season? I know y'all know where I'm going with this. So basically, the reason for this show or this live stream is because every time we talk about nationhood or we talk about Black Wall Street or we talking about successes, it seems to me that the members of the cultural conscious community take great pride in telling people what they can't do and why they can't do it, and then patting themselves on the back for being so brilliant as to breaking it down why your team is going to lose. We here at the BAIO, we take another position. We look at it just like a team. And just when you have teams and you have leagues and you have 24 teams or whatever amount of teams that's in the league, there's only one team that's going to win the championship for that year. One team that was able to have a plan and execute their plan to the point where it actually got them to be champions. And as you know, when you look at the history of the Super Bowl, not every team wins every year. There's some very successful teams, but even the most successful championship teams didn't win the championship every year. Some years they didn't execute as well. Some years they didn't have a game plan that was as tight as the last previous year. So no matter how good you are, you don't always win the championship. So if you define yourself by the championship itself, then you're going to look at yourself as a loser the majority of the time. Like everybody says, they look at the New England Patriots and the amount of Super Bowls that they won. You look at the Steelers, you look at, all of these successful teams, San Francisco 49ers, all these teams that's won 4 Super Bowls or more. But there's been how many Super Bowls now? 30 of them? I'm out of the loop. How many Super Bowls? How many Super Bowls have there been? Do-do-do. 50, 30, 52. 52 Super Bowls. And I think, let's see, who's won the most? The Patriots, I believe, have won the most Super Bowls, and then I think the Steelers are second, I believe. But the point that I'm making is, out of 52, the most successful teams have won about 6. So, what's important? I mean, the goal is to win the championship, of course. But to me, the most important thing is the team. Because whether you win, whether you lose, the team is still there. The stadiums may even change. You may not play at this particular stadium, or you may have one home stadium and then that gets torn down and you build another one and you play somewhere else. But the team and where you play, those things are the most important things to me. Because the Super Bowl is to be won or lost. You didn't win it this year, you can get it next year. It doesn't completely define who you are as a team. And so, if we look at this thing as a team, who do we want to trade? Who are the present members on this team that we want to get rid of because they're not doing the team any good? Who do we want to trade for? Who do we want to get on this team that can help this team get to the championship? Are we organized as a team, as an organization? Are we more organized than other teams? If we're not, how do we get there? Do we keep the same coaches? Do we keep the same people who haven't been able to win for us numerous amounts of years? Or do we get new blood, new coaches, new plays, new players, maybe even a new stadium? So I'm interested to know who you would want to trade for. Oh, let me look in the chat room. I'm sorry, I'm just running my mouth. Peace to Spirit Lifters. Peace to Salima. Peace to Underrated. Peace to Darius. And peace to Baruti. That's who I see in the chat room. By myself on here, does somebody want to join me? Or does somebody want to comment in the chat room about who they would want to trade off of this team? And when I say team, I'm not talking about the BAIO, because I'm pretty satisfied with the team members that we have. I'm talking about the entire cultural conscious community, the entire nationalist community. Like, if you were to encompass it as a whole and we were actually a team, who would you want to get rid of? Who would you want to trade for? What stadium do you want to play in? Because I know the stadium that I want to play in is Liberia. I want to play in that stadium. I want that to be our home stadium, our home court, so to speak. I'll reserve who I think we should trade for and who we should get rid of. Ah, what's up, Chef Rob? I know that's you. Let's see. Facebook chat is part of what team? Team Nationhood. That's the team we're talking about. All of the people that won the nation. And Chef Rob, if you want to come on, send me an email. Send an email to holipsism at eaioafrikstan.org. I don't think you're alone, but people might be opening, playing with the presents that they opened up yesterday or whatever. But anybody that wants to jump on, send me an email to that email address on the screen, and I'll send you the link to the show. All the BIO people, if you're on the signal, you already have the link. So all you got to do is click on it and come on in with me. But I'm anxious to know how you feel about this topic, and I'm anxious to know who you would want to trade for, and who would you want to get rid of. If this was a team, if you looked at it using the sports analogy of the BAIO and land infrastructure nationhood, team nationhood, so to speak, as a team, what do you think we should do with that team? What are the changes and things that you think that we should do to make this a championship team where we win the Super Bowl, win the championship? That's what this whole thing is about. So you can speak in the chat. I'll take, you know, suggestions from the chat, or you can call in and talk and tell us what you want to what your suggestions are over the air. Either one, either or. Um Goals, probability of goal attainment, resources, and other components must be assessed to move forward for a community or ethnic group. That's coming from Barudi Katimbo. I'm waiting for somebody to give me some feedback because I'm not just going to sit up here and run my mouth. I think I've explained adequately what this is about. So I need some feedback from the chat room or from somebody coming on. Who? All right, let's start with an easy one. Who should we get rid of? Let's start with the negative. Peace. What's up? What's up, Flames? Who should we get rid of? Put it in the chat room. Peace, Jabari. Jabari's on mute. He'll come off mute when he's ready. Anybody in the chat? Who should we get rid of? Who should we trade for? Team Nationhood. I'll read it no matter what y'all say, because y'all could say, yo, let's trade that Hollop dude, man. He's a fucking problem. Hey, man, I don't want to be traded, but I mean, if y'all want me to be traded, I'll read it. Yo.
Yeah, sorry I didn't say something in the first few minutes. I had to go do something, but yeah, I'm here now.
What's up, man?
Planes 2.0 Team Nationhood versus Militant Integrationists. We'll see who has a better vision.
No doubt. How was your holiday? Oh, he went back on mute. Oh, it just reminded me of something. Don't be a Captain America Negro, militant integrationist, and Black Power American. Join the BAIO.
All right. Once again, my thing, but
How was your holiday, bro?
it was pretty good. I didn't get any presents, but I really don't celebrate Christmas like that. I only
Yeah.
like being around people, but otherwise, I really don't care about like Christmas because you can do it any time of the year. It's just that particular day. And I found
Mhm.
something interesting. Neil deGrasse Tyson got hammered because he was talking about science and Christmas, and they was like, "Why are you ruining the fun?" And I'm just like, "Can
Well,
we
what did
give
he
it?"
say?
He said, in order for Santa to deliver presents to all like people or Christians, he would have to travel this fast, this many miles per second in this amount of time frame.
That reminds me of a conversation my brother, rest in peace, had. He told he got approached by somebody for saying, "Why are you telling that Santa Claus doesn't exist?" And my brother's response was, "Does he?" It's so crazy that we argue over shit that's not real. Like
Like
where that's actual argument.
yeah, like I don't understand why. Like just tell people like Santa's a great story, but Santa is not real. Come on, like
And then
I
then you get an argument. Why are you saying it's not real? Because it's not.
not.
Like we're actually having an argument about that. Like I loved, Marvel Comics. Silver
But
Surfer
it's
is
not
not real.
real.
I love Thanos and all that shit. It's not real. Why is that so difficult for people to wrap their head around?
Because they think movies are a predicament to real life, and my response is, movies are meant to teach a valuable lesson. What happens in a movie doesn't happen in real life. Most of the
Right.
stuff you see in movies is exaggerated because if we told the story how it was actually written, it wouldn't be entertaining. So they
Right.
add stuff to make it entertaining.
Right. Like movie fights are not how real fights happen in real life because it's not dramatic enough. You got to tell a story with the fight. So that's why you see fighting the way that it is. In real
Hmm.
fights, they don't really last that long and they're ugly.
Hmm.
But, it is what it is.
Yeah.
People, come on. Why is everybody so quiet? Like,
It takes a while, like maybe 20 minutes. Also, it's the day after Christmas, so people probably asleep or they still with fam. But based on what I know, is people getting back to work. So people only had Christmas off, and then we back to work.
on
So
Sunday, they back to work? Or maybe this is their relaxation day.
relaxation day, you're right about that. And then Monday is when it kicks back into high gear
Yeah,
until New Year's.
so true. But because I know people talk about this all the time. You got certain people that you want to trade. So who do you want to trade? Well, since you on the line, Jabari, who do you want to trade off of this team?
To me, I would trade a person or group of people who are very egotistical. And the reason why the reason why I say that is because in order for a team to be successful, everybody has to understand their roles, and everybody needs to understand that your role is just as valuable. When you play basketball, you play football. Since I play basketball, I know basketball best. In basketball, you have your starters, but within your starters, you have your stars and your superstars.
Hmm.
You know that your superstars and your stars are going to be the one that takes a shot during the last game, or he's going to get the ball the most touches. Okay, that doesn't mean the other players are less valuable because no superstar can win without a team. But everybody knows he's the superstar of the team and he's going to get the most touches. He's going to do the most scoring because he's the one with the most skills. A person who has this egotistical mindset of, we know he's the better player, but since I'm the point guard, I should dribble the ball more. I should have the possession of the ball more and doesn't want to share. That's a person I want to trade because you create bad chemistry. There's no sort of flow. There's no sort of togetherness. It's sort of this iso ball, which then creates tension. So for me, anybody who's very egotistical and very self-centered and doesn't want to take a step back is to me somebody who I would want to trade because the goal is to win. If you want to rack up if you want to rack up your stats, you can always go to a sorry team and rack up 30 points. You ain't going to be winning, but you'll be racking up numbers.
Mm. Yo, Robert Kelly, I did not get an email from you yet. I don't know what happened, but if you're on the Signal, I believe. So check your Signal app. I'm going to send you the invite to your Signal app. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're on there. I'm sending it to you on your Signal. And you also in the BAIO group on Signal, so you should have access to those links. Definitely. But if I see the email, I reply to it, but I don't see it. Get rid of non-productive versus dead weight versus a developing player. Agreed. Baruti says because the civil rights movement was largely influenced and guided by black pastors, this is a major reason why the premises were flawed and uncritiqued. Ministers try to give solidity to imagination.
Yes and no. I agree with Baruti that it was largely influenced by black pastors, but I would say it's similar to a team. It's the type of pastor. It's like, again, superstars and stars. It's not so much that that person is a superstar or a star. It's the type of superstar and star that you get, because there are stars who are 4-star, and then there are superstars and stars that are 5-star.
Hmm.
And the difference between that 4 and 5-star could be that that 5-star is the one who works harder. He grinds harder. He's more determined. He's more radical in his approach. Whereas a person may be 4-star, he's talented, but he's not really trying to upset things. He's not really trying to take command. He's just sort of, I'm talented. I'm able to show it out on the court, but I'm really not the one who is gonna make things move or really galvanize the troops. And so when you look at the civil rights movement, you have to look at it through that lens. You
Hmm.
had people, black pastors, but they were black pastors who were very idealistic and very cosmopolitan, excuse me, in their approach, rather than having the black pastors who were more radical, much more black nationalistic, and more willing to rally black pride and rally the troops. So you have to look at it through that lens. I don't think it's more of black pastors, because I do have my gripes with black pastors, but it's specifically the type of black pastor you're getting.
Right. And also, I believe that one of the major problems is we look toward these religious people as leaders to begin with.
Mm,
Like that's a major flaw to me. Like looking to religious people as leaders of anything. We need people who are skilled and people who have experience and knowledge in practical, tangible, concrete things. It's like what you always talk about, like this um, meritocracy or technocracy or whatever, where what makes you a leader is what you know, how skilled you are, how professional you are at what you do, not your charisma.
yeah. Competence versus confidence. Yep.
Right. Um, what do you say? Blacks would have done better to have a team of architects as leaders because these people believe in analysis and substantive tangibility. It's the mindset that's important. Chef Rob is in the house.
He's on mute.
Yeah, he got to get his audio situation together, which seems like what most people do. They got to get their audio together. It was messing with me when I first came on. Yeah, but the team of architects, yeah, man. It's like somebody had said that, like people say that they don't like arrogance. And I heard somebody talking about it. He said that he doesn't mind arrogance in the right situation. He said, imagine if you're on a plane and you're going through extreme turbulence and your pilot is arrogant. He said, "Oh man, forget about it. I've been through this 1,000 times. This is nothing." He said, "I would rather have a guy be very arrogant in that situation."
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it all depends on the context of the arrogance.
Hmm.
He said, because sometimes that arrogance will make you put you at ease when you know, all right, well, this person has this handled. And it definitely speaks to I think that's the issue with a lot of atheists. Their thing is they feel like they can't trust a religious person because of their mindset is, in their opinion, based on illogical, non-existent things. There's an argument for that. I'm not going to completely dismiss that, but I understand it. I understand why they feel that way. It's like they want, if you have somebody in charge, you want somebody to be rooted in real world.
Hmm. And you want people to know what they're doing. It's always what we say. It's I wouldn't even when you say the word arrogant, and I think people need to make the difference. There's a difference between being secure and being well rooted in being arrogant, because some people might say arrogant as being condescending. No, I'm just secure, I'm comfortable, I know my skills, versus somebody who is not secure in what they know. You want that person to be, not arrogant. I think nonchalant is better. Or you want that person to be like, man, I know what I'm doing. You want that person to be,
Yeah.
secure in what they're doing. You don't want the person who panics, because what is the one thing that people tell you when you're in a situation? Don't panic. Because
Right.
when you panic, you're not thinking critically. You're not able to properly assess decisions. You're now in this flight or fight response. And the way that you would respond rationally is not the way you would respond if you're in a flight or fight, response.
Exactly. Peace underrated.
Peace, everybody. On behalf of the BAIO, I would like to have a release in the players in Liberia that got the max contracts. Hint, hint, maxed out contracts. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, we know.
The extension contracts, 300 mil extra.
That don't deserve it.
Yeah, you
I,
believe
I don't
that?
want to trade them. I want to release them.
Yeah. Outright release. We just
No,
absorb that contract.
no franchise tag, no none of that. Just release, drop them.
Yeah, I should have put that in there. Who should be released from Team Nationhood? I
Ban
noticed
them from
nobody in the
the
chat. This is
league.
very strange. No one in the chat room has actually said any names, which I find really shocking. That's shocking. Nobody has said any names. I mean, Jabari spoke about these people, but not necessarily mentioning their names. But I
I
think we
mean,
know who he's talking about.
if we wanna put people on 21st Jump Street in the conscious community, we can do that. We need to release Umar. We need to release Jay
Oh,
Morrison. We need to release Dr. Boyce Watkins. We need to release
oh snap.
because let's be real, what they advocating for is not nationhood. What they are advocating is what I call the fake proto-nationalism. This whole nation within a nation. If you want that mindset, I don't need you there. So if you want that, we can do it right here, nation within a nation, we need to release you. Okay, thank you, but your 10-day contract is up. It was nice giving you, renting you out for a couple days, see what you have, and we found out that you just ain't here for us.
You
You
give
didn't
us
you
back the
didn't
jersey.
he didn't make it past he didn't pass the test. He made it to the final round, he didn't pass the test.
Give me that shit. You don't deserve this jersey. Instead of the jersey, we taking back the T-shirt, the BAIO T-shirt.
Oh, we need to who else do we need to let go? All the Hebrew Israelites and those who say they ain't African, they need to be released. Don't need to be up in any black forums. Don't need to be in any black forums. Y'all telling us we need to go to Yahweh. What?
We got Baruti. He said, Halep and Jabari, can you discuss the differences in overall mindset and temperament differences between Africans, Europeans, and Asians? Do these components have anything to do with empowerment models chosen?
The differences in overall mindset and temperament between Africans, Europeans, and Asians.
I don't want to even say it's necessarily the model chosen. It's just what we root our things in is just it's not conducive for growth. That's all I would say. Um when you look at specifically other groups, the way that they structure things, they structure. If we look at Asia and Europe, they structure it based off of their people, and even though you know that every government universally faces, has corruption and all that stuff. African leaders will do corruption, and it's extreme. It's not even productive. You're not even doing stuff to help build, this or to bring this sort of thing. You're corrupting it for your own pockets. In other countries, they don't do it that much to try to enrich themselves. At least they're gonna like slide it by and be like, hey, through contracts, through this, they're not gonna be so brazen like African leaders and just do it up front and be obvious with it and be unproductive with it. That's what I see the difference with Africans, Europeans, and Asians. When you look at Europe and you look at Asia, they're doing their stuff conducive to their population to grow and to develop. Africans, we just do stuff and it's completely unproductive. Like, what are you doing it for? Like, you're building this road and it's leading to nowhere. So, why build the road?
I just want to say, to who did you say? You said Jay Morrison and who?
Umar Johnson.
Yes, I just wanted to say thank you for your service and best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Give
He
me
said,
that
I think
jersey.
we need to. Oh, I like this. He says, I think we need to
Sick of this
release.
shit.
I love this. Flames 2.0 is the man. He said, I think we need to release more Science Simple. They always talk about nationality, but never about nationhood. They do some charity work in the community, though.
Yeah, what's up, Chef Rob? You still on mute?
Hey, greetings, brother. How you feeling?
Peace. Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you. Hey, the Morris. this is funny, man. I just want to try to catch up because I've been out of the loop for a minute. So, but the Morris, yeah, I agree, man. But I agree with go ahead and getting them off the team. But what's wrong with putting them onto some kind of developmental squad? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Oh, like
They're
the
on the
G
triple
League?
A.
Okay.
Triple A.
Okay.
The G League?
Yeah, put them in
Yeah.
triple A.
Yeah,
Although, you know what? The NFL, I don't believe, has triple A. What they do is they have tryouts. They don't even waste their time trying to develop you. They just want to have a tryout to see if you up to
Yeah.
par. So I might suggest that.
Okay.
Because the triple A means I got to sit back and work with you and all that. And some people, that's going to take some patience.
Well, see that's why you can't throw away all the things that came with slavery, like whippings. I mean, I think you kind of need to bring that back when you got them on the developmental squad.
Oh,
Kick some ass, motherfucker. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. Or you're gonna get an ass whooping. That way, the thing that keeps it staying in your mind that you're gonna get that whooping can change you doing a whole lot of stupid shit.
Man, no.
hey, we like Nick Saban in a practice squad. We got that little hat.
Right.
That slave hat.
Oh shit! Hey man, whatever it takes, right? Like the words of Captain
Bring
America.
back the whippings.
Whatever it takes.
Oh,
You got to change. You got to change it up a little bit. Say this ain't. What you had years ago. This the new shit. You gonna get a whooping. You don't get your ass together. So,
shout outs to
make your
Spirit
ass-
Lifter and Salima, the vetting process.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm with that.
Oh,
He
snap.
said, panelists, can you discuss the flaws of all the non-productive team members whom you called out? The flaws of their argument is One, when I pointed out Umar and I pointed out Jay Morrison, the reason why I point those two out is obviously they're the most known and they got the most weight. We can also add Tariq. We can also add Tariq as well. The major flaws with them is that number one, they're very, like I said, it's egocentric, very narcissistic. There's no team. There's no team mindset. I want people with a team mindset, not somebody with a me mindset. So when we asked you, Jay Morrison, where the money at? You said you was gonna rebuild Black Wall Street, but we've yet to see the black companies you partnered with. We haven't seen the black mayors, the black city council members that you partnered with. We have not seen the receipts. We have not seen the taxes. We have not seen none of that. Then you're not somebody who should be on the team. You're unproductive. If anything, you're counterproductive to what we're doing. Because now, instead of people trusting us, people are going to be looking at us sideways because you can't do the basics and hold yourself accountable and actually be transparent with what you're doing. So that's what Jay Morrison. When we look at people like Umar, somebody who talks all this pro-black stuff, but can't take the criticism. This is the same dude who went on a rant with Brother Sada over what he was saying and then completely doing straw man's ad hominems, not even attacking the dude's premise. If we're going to be on a team and we're going up against people who are against what we're saying, I need people who can make valid arguments and make valuable critiques and not go into these logical fallacies, slippery slope. Because, like I said, I've done debate, I've debated before. And the last thing I need is for people who cannot come up with a logical argument that makes sense to be on my team. If that's the case, you don't need to be on the team, or if we allow you to be on the team, you're not going to be the one speaking. You'll probably be doing some helping and assistance because I don't need you up in the forefront. And then Tariq, I don't need somebody making up terms, making up stuff as they go. And then when you get pushback, you start insulting people, followed by not even challenging people who are up to par. I don't care about you debunking somebody on Instagram that you brought up from the average person. I want some real folks. Give me some historians. When you are a team, nobody cares if you're the New England Patriots right now. In the situation right now, you have the Cardinals, you have the Packers, you have the Chiefs, you have the Cowboys, you have all of those big top 4 teams in the NFL right now. Okay? If I'm a team, if I'm the Cardinals, and I want that first round bye, I don't care about beating a team like the Detroit Lions or the Jacksonville Jaguars. That you're supposed to beat them. I care about you beating the Green Bay Packers. Why don't you beat the Chiefs for me? Why don't you beat the Dallas Cowboys for me? Let me show you that you legit and not some fraud.
And I can tell you what I feel the flaw is. It's like if let's say that Hollop comes across a group, and it's not the BAIO, but an outside group that says, you know what, Hollop, I believe in land, infrastructure, and nationhood. I believe that Black folks need to have our own Israel. We need to have a place of our own. And this is the principle of our organization. And they asked me, do you want to, join our organization? What would stop me from doing that?
Ego.
Right. That's the only thing that would stop me. Like if they agree with the things that I agree with, why would I not join them? And why would they not join us? If we saw each other, we like, oh wow, we both believe the same thing. We need to merge together. What would stop me from doing that? So the flaw to me is when you see people that's about nationhood, it's about land, infrastructure, nationhood, about socioeconomic and political power, and you make a conscious choice to not join them and not be a part of them, then you are full of shit. And I don't trust you. So for me, now there's people that don't know about the BAIO. They don't know what we stand for. That's perfectly fine. Once you find out what we stand for, and you still don't want to be a part of it, I have nothing to do with you. because you are making a conscious choice that you don't want to be down with the people of like mind, because that's what we're about. Like-minded people. Like-minded people come across us and they go, wow, this is what I've been about. This is what I've been thinking all this time. Let me get with these people. If there's something in you that doesn't want to get with people of like mind, then what the fuck are you doing? What are you even involved in this stuff for? Because I thought that was the point. So that's what I consider a flaw. A flaw is not being able, what do they say? Let's keep it street. Real recognize real.
Boom.
If I'm in a room and there's a real motherfucker in that room, I should be instantly attracted to that. If there's real people around you and you can't even detect, let alone get with them, you can't even notice them. Doesn't that say a lot about you?
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody that's a part of the BIO got introduced to this group, introduced to this knowledge, introduced to this concept, and said, whoa, this is what I'm about. Let me get down with these people. The other group of people is the people that keep intellectualizing and debating and arguing the concept. Those people are on the outside looking in, trying to give advice to what we should do. So I don't trust those type of people. I trust the people that come, real recognize real. I just leave it at that. It's no need for me to say anymore.
Underrated?
As far as the flaws, I mean, besides y'all points, you even got those same people that we called out. You know, they do a disservice to the people. Like you're saying, you know, if you want the answers, I take PayPal, I take Zelle, Cash App. I take MoneyGrams. And then they send you their, you know, money or whatever, and nothing happens. It's like, wait, what's going on here? And you got to keep doing it. It's like, oh, wait, no, there's more. I got to get the right equipment.
Can I get some clarification from Lead Clinton? What does it mean y'all stand for inclusion? What does that mean? You're gonna have to break that down before I dig into it.
Remember the live stream that we did where I did previous Sunday. It was with the live stream before the historian, and I said you got to include all Black people that for land, infrastructure, nationhood. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we stand for. And if you don't like it, Lead, you can get out, because we don't have time for people who are on this bull job on what somebody's sexuality is and what somebody's religion is. If you got a problem with it, that's your problem to deal with. It's not our business.
Is that what he means?
Yes. That's exactly what he means.
God.
All right. Well, then wait. Before I want to get into this. This is important. Who should we exclude? Since you're saying we stand for inclusion, I want you to be very specific about who we should exclude.
You don't even need to say something. Look at what this man said right there. This man is literally insecure in his own sexuality right then and there. I don't need to have a straight, but I don't need none of that. I don't need none of that. We don't need you. Go. Like, leave. Like a Flames 2.0 said. Like Flames 2.0, stop trying to exclude people that causes division, and being divided can lead to us being being divided.
Okay, so all right, so then now I'm confused, because it says anyone that's against nationhood. Do you realize you're saying two different things? If I'm going, you know what? Is it possible to get this guy online? Would you mind?
Yeah, we can send the link. Send him the link. Please send the link. Please, if you have something to say, please say it.
Yeah, send me an email send it to my email address.
This is the BAIO live stream. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to register.
And I want to give him a chance, because I don't want to just go, oh, wait, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have to put him on because he says it. LGBT is against nationhood.
What?
Okay, so is Christianity against nationhood? Should we exclude Christians? Is atheism against a nationhood? Should we exclude atheists?
He said, "What's your email?"
Oh dear. You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up.
So atheists, all right. So all right. So atheism, Christianity, Islam, I'm assuming, because there can't be Christian and for nationhood and Islamic. So all religion. So we're gonna exclude all religions.
So we're gonna exclude basically 99% of all black people, 95% of all black people. That's pretty much what you're saying. You're basically saying we should exclude 99% of black people.
Wow.
This is what I mean, ridiculousness. Straight ridiculous.
Can't make
This whole argument against nationhood.
Lee, I know that this is gonna be what I'm about to say is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna really blow your mind. You do realize that you don't have to suck some dick to be down for nationhood, right? You do realize that. Like, nobody's forcing you to go down on a dude because you want land infrastructure nationhood. I just want to, in case you thought that, I just want to put that out there so that you don't feel bad or feel like somebody's forcing your hand to do something.
What in the world?
See, this is what I love about Flames 2.0. He said most black people aren't nationalists. We can't be excluding people. We need all the members we can get.
Spirit Lifter says, if you say black straight male, knowing we have a proud member of the LGBTQ, you are insulting us. As members of the BAI, we stand as one.
No, I mean, I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, and in a way I am a little bit, but I'm seriously want to put people's mind at ease. I want to put their mind at ease. You can be for land infrastructure nationhood and still be straight. You can be for land infrastructure nationhood and be gay. Oh shit. You can be for land infrastructure nationhood and be an atheist.
Be a Muslim, be a Christian, be Jewish,
And here's the thing. This lets me know that what Jabari is saying is so true. Oh wait. All right, hold on. He just sent me the email, so I'm gonna send it back. Bear with me a second, y'all. And I want to give this guy a chance to talk because I have a feeling this is going to go off the rails, but you know, whatever.
Like, comment, subscribe, register to the BAIO website. That is BAIOAfrikstan.org. You can see the headline at the bottom.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Yo, dude. No. It has nothing to do with that. I have been sending email after email for you to complete your registration to the BAIO website, and you have not responded. Do that first.
Oh.
I recognize this email address because I've been sending it to you to this dude does not want to put a picture on his profile, which is very suspicious to me. So let me know when you've done that, and then we can bring you in. I already got the link. Oh, that's why. So then fuck you. Bye. Bye. Get that nigga off. Get that nigga away from. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Like I said,
that's why. So you don't even want people to know who the fuck you are. Everybody that's in the BAI website has a picture that shows that they're a human being. We don't have no bots. So the fact that you don't want nobody to see your face shows that you sus. which explains why you have such this big thing about the LGBTQ. You need to just come out the closet. Just come out of the closet. Everybody will accept you.
Oh,
You can come out of the
no.
closet and still be for land infrastructure nationhood.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, since you don't want to do that, goodbye.
Yeah.
Peace, nigga. Peace. And I'm kicking your ass off the website.
Beyond
I've
disrespect.
been sending this dude emails for a month. And now he sends an email, like I see the same email asking to be on the show. You must be out of your damn mind.
You can see it. You can see
folks
the
like him.
comment.
Y'all can talk because I'm taking this dude off the website right now. And this is the reason why I love our vetting process. Because you notice if y'all, because y'all are admins on the site. When you go to the site, you see that there's people that's blocked. Those people are blocked because they won't update their registration and complete it so that we know that they're human beings.
Mark, let's get Mark. Let's cash him. Mark.
Oh, Mark is in there?
Yeah. So Mark. So basically, Hollis was claiming this dude who he has been
This
sending
shit
him
funny as
emails
fuck.
for months, asking him to put a picture on his profile, and he wouldn't do it. And this is the same dude that has been bashing me over and over again, talking about LGBT is against nationhood, and basically upset at the video that I did last Sunday, was stated that if you are for Black people and you are for nationhood, you have to support Black people who are for nationhood, all Black people, whether they be atheist, Christian, LGBT, you have to accept them all. If you are not for all those groups who support nationhood, then you're not for Black people. That's the whole, and he got furious. He said, you're for inclusion. And then he brings up straight Black pride. Sounds no different than a white supremacist. Like I said, so uncomfortable in his sexuality that he has to come up with the word straight Black pride. I don't have to go around here saying gay pride because no, I'm saying these dudes claim to be so for themselves, but get immediately offended whenever a gay person is in their presence. Like, he said we support Satanists too. Yes.
Straight Black pride.
Listen. There are people who are Satanists. It is what it is. What their religious belief system is, their religious belief system. As long as they are not harming people, that's what matters. I don't care about your belief system.
Let me say this. I'll say this. For those who live in urban areas like cities and whatever, you may live in an apartment building. Who do you know personally, where you know their ins and outs of what they do personally in their apartment building? There might be a person in that apartment building that's a rapist. There might be people in your apartment building that's child molesters. There could be people that's perverts. All of that shit. Let me ask you a question. Does that stop you from going into the building and going to your apartment and doing what you got to do in your life?
Hell no.
Does the apartment building burn down because there's a child molester in it?
No.
So you're applying standards to the shit that you are living right now and dealing with, but now you're saying that's some line in the sand for something that don't even exist yet.
And I said it over and over again. If they are not harming anybody, they are more than welcome to be part of the group as long as they are not harming people. Okay.
If they're not harming people and they're not pushing their personal agenda on what the group is about. This group is about land, infrastructure, nationhood. And I think with if you're honest with yourself, anybody that's honest, that's all we talk about. Y'all the one that's be bringing up all this other bullshit. Listen to these live streams. What are we talking about? We're talking about Liberia. We're talking about land, infrastructure, nationhood, STEM. Those are the things that we talk about. And we got to introduce all this other stuff into the equation because y'all don't want to come out the closet. Wouldn't it be a lot easier to just come out of the closet and just be comfortable with who you are so that we don't have to deal with this nonsense?
And this is why, and it's a good thing we got Sisters for Nationhood. This is why Mari and Sister Salima said one of the reasons why a lot of sisters don't join a lot of these black nationalist, pro-black organizations. There's always this caveat on who it has to be a specific type of person. And it's based off of idealistic standards. It cannot be if you're a black woman and you support nationhood, you can be part of it, whether or not you're straight, whether or not you're lesbian, whether or not you're this. If you're a black woman and you support the idea that black people should have your own, you can join. We welcome you with open arms. No, it always has to be, yeah, we're for nationhood, but we don't want black gays. We don't want black women who are quote unquote feminists or believe that black women should be able to have leadership positions. We don't want black immigrants. We don't want black people with this philosophy. It's always a caveat to it. It's never, if this is what you believe and you are down with us, we support you 100%. We welcome you with open arms.
Yo, let me put it this. Let me tell you like this. What am I a hardliner on? When you listen to Hollop, what is Hollop a hardliner on?
Man, she Rob.
Infrastructure and nationhood.
Chief Rob is eating it. Chief Rob is eating
it. That's why they call him the chef, because he cooking up something marvelous. I'm a hardliner on land, infrastructure, nationhood. So here's another thing that's going to blow your mind. If there's somebody in the LGBTQ community that is not down for nationhood, I don't want them in the BAIO, and it has nothing to do with them being with the LGBT community. Mind blown? This is what happens when you have absolutely zero nuance in your stances.
And let me address his point. Let me address
like
his
Squid
point.
Games.
Let me address Big Stu's point. He's a troll. I can assume he's a troll.
Wait, who is that?
He says saying someone is in the closet because they disagree. So no, here's the problem. Okay, the problem is when you have to make it straight black pride when somebody's LGBT. What does me or anybody being LGBT have anything to do with your sexuality? What does it have to do with it? That's the point, and that's the problem.
I think
notice how we do not say that in your spaces.
I think I know what it has to do with.
Insecure. You are insecure.
No, I'm gonna go even further. You're gay. I'm being real because no straight man is doing that. It's nothing but straight dudes on this phone. Why is it that we're here having a conversation about land, infrastructure, nationhood with Jabari? Why is it that what we feel like? What are we slipping something? Or is he pulling us over to the dark side?
Hey, can I say something?
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Why? How much more fucking time you gonna spend with this motherfucker? I mean,
no, he's gone.
Yeah, he's blocked, but it's just. People like this, but he said he called on sign up to the website. And I'm like, see, this proved my point, Holla. It proved my point last Sunday. A lot of black people claim to be. No, it doesn't.
Squid Games.
Well, here's the difference, though. If I don't like pork, I'm not sitting around here saying that people who like pork are a problem or enforcing that. Okay,
exactly.
There are Muslims who eat pork, and there are Muslims who don't eat pork. It depends on their interpretation, but you do not force your interpretation of you don't eat pork to mean that I shouldn't eat pork. That is your interpretation. That is not my interpretation.
The reason why that analogy don't make any sense is because the things that I don't like or the things that I don't deal with, I don't spend a whole lot of time talking about them. If you dedicate 100% of your time to dogging something out, then I say thou protest too much.
Thou protest.
And when you protest too much, you end up revealing more about what it is you're protesting about and about yourself than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I don't like pork. So you know what I do? I don't eat it. I don't go on no goddamn campaign. Oh, y'all motherfuckers eating pork. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? La, la, la. I don't eat it. There's people in my family that eat pork. When I go to dinner, I say, "Is this got pork in it?" They're like, "Yeah." Does this got pork in it? No. When they eat the pork shit, I eat the stuff without pork. We don't have a fight. We don't have a throwdown like in the middle of the apartment or the house because they eat pork and I don't. So that's why that analogy makes absolutely no fucking sense.
I saw his video. It's a good thing you brought that up because I saw his video. Afrodamus to me personally is I don't pay him too much attention because his arguments don't practically make any sense. I could easily debunk his points. I just haven't reached out to him, but I could easily debunk his points because this man has no information on Liberia. And in the comment section, one of the commenters literally said, "Man doesn't know what he's talking about." Because if this man did any research on Liberia, he would know that what that is saying is not true. So like I said, I'm not going to deal with somebody who, number one, has showed vibes of being anti-African American in general, if you've looked at some of his stuff, and then somebody who does not know the history of Liberia and is making his statements based off of what he read off of Wikipedia. Like I said, I've met with historians. Well, I mean, I don't even need to say it. You can go look on our channel. It speaks for itself. So I'm not going to comment on that because man doesn't know what he's talking about. And I can make a video debunking what he says. And if he wants me to come on, I can gladly come on and debunk his points.
Yo,
but
can I make a suggestion? We have people of like mind here in the BAIO who have we've cut the fat off of the meat and we've gotten down to the really meat of the matter, which is nationhood, land infrastructure nationhood.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that we have on here who are specialists, professionals in their fields, all of it. You could be surrounded by all of these people. Why do you choose to listen to these ignoramuses?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to do charity work, why not go and feed the homeless or something? You know, there's plenty of people out here who need your help. Why do you need to associate and constantly bring into the mix these people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, are not on the same page with us? It's like I noticed that it seems like people that blow up that we had on the live stream before. Why are people trying to turn the BAIO into the conscious community?
That's the thing, we're not, and we don't want to be the conscious community.
The reason why we exist is because the conscious community exists. We don't need another conscious community. So if you want a hodgepodge of ideologies where it's this one, come all, where nobody's even on the same page ideologically, but you're all got under this veil of blackness, go ahead and do it with the conscious community. The BAIO is about land, infrastructure, nationhood, socioeconomic, political control over our environment. If you are not down with that, go to the cultural conscious community and deal with the planet Ritz, what that fucking Turtle Island. Deal with all of that bullshit. But don't try to turn us into something that already exists. You don't need a part 2. Just go to part 1.
What?
And here's another jackass.
What the fuck?
Y'all are being disingenuous. Last week, the topic was about inclusion. No one is thinking about gay all day. Stop deleting and bring me in and stop being cowardly.
What the hell?
We know who you are. I mean, you know you.
Nigga. You ain't getting on shit.
Ice cold Renee.
How about that? You ain't getting on shit. You can't even upload a picture to let people know who the fuck you are, and you trying to get on a live stream. It's funny how you could respond to that, but you couldn't respond to me asking you to identify yourself.
Hey man, I need a drink. What the?
Thank you for your service. Good luck in your future endeavors. I want this dude released, traded. Now, I don't think anybody's going to trade for him. So let's release him off the team and eat the contract. Disingenuous. Inclusion means this. And it's almost like you're intentionally trying not to understand or trying to misrepresent what it is that we're saying. We include those who are for land, infrastructure, and nationhood. We don't care about your personal business. If you're a Muslim, fine. You're a Christian, fine. If you're an atheist, fine. We don't care about your sexual persuasion.
And Mark
fine.
said the point. There are going to be many different types of people in our organization. It's not going to be a homogenous. We're not going to be homogenous. I mean, look at us right now. We got people in our organization that are what? Christian, Muslim, worship Odinani, worship Voodoo, Ifa. We have all these different religions, but we all come under the umbrella of what? Land, infrastructure, nationhood.
Right. That's what the inclusion is that we're talking about. See, but like I said, man, this is why I say what I say. I'm not just being disrespectful. I'm calling it like I see it. What you talking about is the inclusion of a dick inside of your ass.
Yo.
That's what you, whenever you say inclusion, that's the first thing that pops into your mind. Because you're gay. And it's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
Look at you, Rob.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's nothing wrong with that.
Like, comment, subscribe.
It's nothing wrong with that, dude. It's nothing wrong with it.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to give the impression that people are thinking that there's something wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is you denying it. What's wrong is you trying to bring that into the mix to keep shit divided up. That's what's wrong. Like, this is something. This is something.
The live stream, man.
This is something that you. This is the discussion that you should be having with your therapist. This shouldn't be on this live stream.
This is crazy. Yeah,
I'm just keeping it real, son. I'm just keeping it real, man. That's what it is. Because why? What I get very suspicious of brothers that's caught up in this shit. That's constantly railing on this shit. Because when you do that, I look at you sus, dude.
That's my point. And think about it. Think about it. And before we get back to our topic, we were talking about trades and what we needed to do and what personality, and then we went on this whole thing because this man was focusing on stuff that is irrelevant rather than focusing on the task at hand. See, this is
you know why though, Jabari? Because when you talk, he got that funny little feeling in his stomach.
Yo.
That's why he thinks you're cute.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, I just you're fucking me up with this. Try to stick with it. Well, I just sauteed me some nice turnips with a little butter, and then you about to bring it all out. I don't even. Why? I told you, man. Why you spending time with them fuckers, man? Leave them alone and keep it moving.
It's not like a good flame is, good for the soul and the spirit.
Yeah,
we got to flame every now and then.
Yeah, we got to. Our bad.
Yeah, I ain't been around for a minute. I'm trying to catch up, and y'all fucking me up with that. Yeah, man.
That looks good over there, man. That what you cooking over there looking pretty good.
It was just some turnips. I love turnips, so it's just a turnip. I just sauteed them with just salt, pepper, and butter, man. That was
okay.
it.
That's what you was cutting up. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna
I thought it was the what's that thing? The Brussels sprouts.
Nah, Brussels sprouts are a lot smaller. They look like little cabbages, but I got bok choy. I'm gonna stir fry some bok choy and chicken breast in a minute.
Oh, nice.
But y'all go here. Just be careful because I don't want you to bring up my lunch.
we sure have some little cabbages in the chat.
Wow, man.
Oh man, these dudes, man. It's like, and you know what? They came to the right place. Because that may work in those other conscious community circles. It ain't gonna work over here.
Facts.
It ain't gonna work over here. Jabari is our brother, man. That's our brother.
Facts.
And if anybody says that Jabari is not for land infrastructure nationhood, I don't know what to say. You obviously ain't listening. I have not seen Jabari up here talking about, how fabulous it is being in the LGBT community. I haven't heard him even speak on that. When he's speaking about Liberia, and he's speaking about land infrastructure nationhood. He's speaking about construction, all this type of stuff related to STEM. He's not in here preaching some agenda that you seem to be so concerned about. And the reason why you're so concerned about it is because you are concerned about it. That's an issue for you. That's something that you're struggling with. Could you leave us out of your personal shit? Go see a therapist. Talk to him or her. Or better yet, get some courage and kick it to that guy in the gym that you think is cute.
Oh shit. We'll tell you in the lounge, Ronan. It's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, Ronan, you're gonna have to check the archive.
But
I'm tired of these people bringing their personal shit into a political discussion and a cultural discussion. It's like we're talking about land infrastructure nationhood. This is conversation is about not about you and your sexual preferences. That's not what this is about.
Right. And going back to the title preseason for Team Nationhood, this is why the vetting process is very important. Stuff like this, we got to weed it out. I mean, that earlier I said it's like the Squid Games. If you move or if you say something that's just outlandish, that's not land infrastructure nationhood, you get dropped. That's it. We got to keep it moving.
I cannot believe this dude emailed me. What did he think, that I wasn't going to know who he was?
Oh, that shit was funny.
I emailed this dude for the last month. I've been emailing 4 times. I emailed this dude. The moment I saw his email, I knew who it was. So he's on the fence because Jabari's in the group. He's on the fence. Like I said, if you're really interested in Jabari, hit Jabari up. That way show Jabari your picture. You don't want to show the BAIO. Show him. Maybe he can decide whether he can rock with you or not.
Y'all are something else.
I mean, come on. It's like you bringing us into your personal shit.
Listen, this is why we said for people, one of the very first things we said for people we don't want a team, people who are egocentric, people who will destroy the chemistry. Like I said, we need somebody who's able to build chemistry and is able to be adaptable. If you're somebody who is so focused, like I said, on that, or you're focused on somebody, you're not part of us, because you're going to create disaster. You're going to destroy chemistry. Because if I'm somebody who wants to contribute to the BIO, I want to know that I'm going to be treated with respect and I'm going to feel like I'm in a welcoming environment. That whether or not it's a Black woman, because like I said, we got people who are engineers, doctors, lawyers, who are of different faiths and of different orientations. And are you going to kick them out, kick their valuable skills that they can bring us, that can bring us millions and billions of dollars, because you don't like their lifestyle that doesn't affect you and they're not harming anybody? That's what we're talking about here. I want people who are adaptable, people who welcome people, and people who respect one another.
That's what it's about. And the most important thing to me at the end of the day is, what are we talking about? When you listen to these live streams, what are you hearing?
Liberia, land infrastructure nationhood. So
keep in mind, when you bring in all this other stuff, you are introducing that into the mix. It's so funny. It's just like the same people who say, oh, the BAIO tries to stop people from talking, and yet they say that on the live stream talking. We allowed you to use our platform to say that shit, but yeah, you turn around and say that we don't allow people to talk.
And mind you, we gave you the chance to explain yourself when I could have blocked you technically last Sunday. I could have blocked you last Sunday and you wouldn't have said anything today. But I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt. But now we see you're a problem. We see we've given so many people the benefit of the doubt, saying we will give you a chance, and then this is what y'all do to us.
Yeah, disingenuous. And then they got the nerve. It's projection. The people that's calling you disingenuous are the most disingenuous people. Don't want to even show your face. And everybody that's applied for membership in the BIO, we know what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
And if they fake, let's say they fake their picture, we're going to find out who they are when we meet them. Oh, wow. You didn't know we do that. Didn't know that, huh? We actually have meetups.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in New York and you say that you're in the New York chapter of BIO, you're going to eventually have to meet somebody. So if you're fake, our vetting system is immaculate, man. I love our vetting system.
Mm-hmm.
Our vetting system is immaculate because those type of people can never get through. And I'm glad that this dude revealed himself because that's one less person that I got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 5 more people on the list, and that list is going to be purged when the year starts. So you got up until the end of the year to update your account and let us know who you are, or you're going to be knocked off the site.
Mm-hmm. He says, Mark says, I know many African American lawyers we can outsource to my working in many different Fortune 500 companies. Yeah, I mean, we have the skills, we have so much, but we have to build a team that, like I said earlier, understands their roles, is willing to, accommodate people, and is willing to understand we're doing it for the greater good.
Yo, there was somebody that you were speaking to who said that Hollop is a problem.
Yeah.
It was on the last live. I don't know who that was, but he made a statement on there. I don't even want to address that because I'm proud to be a problem for bootlicking Negroes. No problem. I hold that with a badge of honor. So if you think I'm a problem, I love that shit.
I'll put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fine, whatever.
Yeah, you are a problem. I don't, I want to know what that problem is. You're a problem. So you get a better definition of what kind of problem you are.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him on that one. But he said something on that live stream that I want to address. He said, "Name what did he? Maybe Jabari can help me."
Yeah, he said, "Name one country that doesn't have that's successful that doesn't have an official ideology."
America.
And just that whole
bingo. Am I wrong? America. What's the one ideology that America has? America has right wing, left wing, all of this other stuff. They got religious fundamentalists. They got all of these different variant ideologies, and they're the number 1 superpower in the world. So you're full of shit.
I literally brought up Denmark, South Africa, Botswana, Seychelles, Mauritius.
You don't even have to do that, Jabari. Just keep it straight to home. The country that you fucking live in. You got that. Oh, here's another thing. This other dude who we kicked off. You live in America, don't you? Do you not realize that you can have same-sex marriage in America? Are you still an American, or did you revoke your citizenship? Did you do to them what you did to the BAIO? You don't know whether you can be an American now, right? Because of their ideology.
Also, you have many countries that have legalized same-sex marriage. Has that stopped the population from growing?
Yes, unbelievable, man. No, it has not. Unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. Like I said,
the
it's
very
ridiculous.
Country that you live in has when you go to your job, you probably working next to people from the LGBTQ community who's probably sitting in the cubicle right next to you.
Y'all are something else.
Am I lying?
No.
And what is that? Did that stop? Did you quit your job in protest? So all of this shit that y'all saying is lines in the sand. I'm saying you are full of shit. Just like the same people who say the white man is the devil. You are full of shit. You don't believe the white man is the devil because you don't put the devil in charge of your food supply. You don't put the devil in charge of your water supply. If you really believe that that's the devil, there's no way you would do that. No,
you wouldn't even be here. You wouldn't even be here. You would be out the door.
Exactly. Those are talking points that make you feel good or make you feel militant and make you feel strong that you don't fucking believe in. Because if you really believe that the white man was the devil, you'd be a nationalist. So when I hear people in the BIO say that, I believe them.
Boom,
When I
bam,
hear
pow.
you say it, I know you full of shit, because anytime we start talking about having something of our own, you would rather leave it in the hands of the white man, the same man that you claim is the devil. So I go by what you do, not by what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and one of the things that I like about when it comes to the vetting process is when you look at the picture overall, when you start to take yourself seriously and you come with other like-minded folks that want to take this thing of land infrastructure nationhood seriously, then people from the outside, looking at this organization will start to take you guys seriously or us seriously, and then they'll want to collaborate or see, is there any way that we can trade to, or what kind of formula or whatever it is, people will want to negotiate and to, break bread with us, because now we have an identity, and we have a formula that is working for us, and eventually will spill over to other, people as well.
Right.
So like it's
And
very
also,
important for it. Yeah.
because we have such a basic one that includes everybody, we can give to more people. Because also we would have to say is, hey, are you interested in Africa? Do you believe in land infrastructure nationhood? Do you believe in connecting with Africa? And if they say yes, 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 we can bring them in. We can
Right.
bring more people in. When you have this narrow definition of how you define black, it excludes literally a bunch of people. So now a bunch of people who, let's say I'm an IT person, right? And I was, hey, I'm for land infrastructure nationhood. But you say,
Expeditiously.
sorry, but you're Islamic, or you worship Hinduism. Well, where do I now? If I want to do something like that, where am I going to go now? Because I wanted to contribute, but you excluded me because you care more about my religion. Now I'm in a situation where I don't have a chance to contribute, and I lost somebody that I could potentially use that I can't easily replace. You can't replace an IT person. You can't replace an engineer easily. You can't replace doctors easily.
Oh, Jabari, I just thought of something when you said that. Let's flip that around now. What does America do with those people?
They bring them in like they bring them in quickly. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts. They quickly grab them up.
Isn't that
Mhm.
interesting? America, the number one superpower in the world, doesn't discriminate when it comes to that. Wow. Wow. They don't give a fuck about who you praying to. Isn't that interesting? So you mean if America sees that you're an engineer, they only care about the fact that you're an engineer? Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And that's what we're about. We care about your skills. Example, me, civil engineer, minor in physics. What you gonna do? You gonna kick me out? Okay, so who gonna build your bridges and your roads? I wanna know.
Shit.
Who gonna build them?
We're gonna get the person who believes in the sky god to build them. He's gonna
The
be like
sky
Moses
god.
and get a staff, and then next thing you know, there's gonna be a bridge. He's just gonna form a bridge like Magneto.
Hanging with the big boys now.
Disingenuous motherfuckers, man. Disingenuous. I think the benefit of the doubt is pretty much over now.
Mm-hmm.
If you come into this live stream or you come into our circle with that nonsense, we're not even giving you oxygen. We're not even putting you on the live stream. What for?
All right.
And if you got something to complain about internally, you be doing it amongst BAIO members.
Mm-hmm.
We got plenty of places where we all organize and we all meet up. That's where you be doing it, not on a live stream so you can grandstand. Because that's basically what it is. Yeah, Ronan
Yeah.
says militant integrationists are so militant that they bend over backwards trying to get the devil to embrace equality for black people, but have a problem with LIN.
Facts.
We trading all of your motherfuckers.
Sick of this
Good
shit.
luck in your future endeavors. That's the line we got to say. Every person that we trade, every person that we release from the team, thank you for your services and good luck in your future endeavors. We wish you the best. Legitimately, I wish you the best. I hope that you go to the conscious community and tear the house down. I mean, keep doing the yeoman's work that they've been doing.
The yeoman's work.
They've been killing it, right?
Mm.
I mean, all of this conscious community, this and conscious community, that, and we still don't have one damn dirt road in America that we can control. But yet, I'm supposed to bring in somebody into the mix that don't believe in nationhood, don't believe in land and infrastructure, and believes in the planet risk.
All right.
I'm from the planet risk, and you believe that America is the birthplace of humanity. Okay. You know what? I'm going to give you a unicorn. If there's a person who believes that we are indigenous to America, but they want land, infrastructure, and nationhood in Liberia, I'll even take them.
Mm.
Now that's a unicorn. If that person exists, I'll take them, but they don't exist.
Yeah, I don't even know one myself.
They don't exist. The Mississippi is really the Nile River, my brother. Mark says we need great doctors and scientists. Need to recruit young people from historically black colleges and universities and build that bridge between here and throughout the diaspora. Boom.
Most
Boom.
definitely.
Oh, Baruti has given us a Swahili term for safe journeys. Safari
Salama.
Am I saying it right? Safari Salama or Salama? If you can put it out phonetically on there, Baruti, I would appreciate it. So we can say it correctly. Yeah, I think that we should incorporate that into our dismissals, you know?
Safari Salama.
Yes. Safe journey.
Safe journeys.
Swahili. Man, look at Chef, man. Chef is making me hungry over there. Like, what is he cooking up? He's doing the Raekwon. Salama.
Safari Salama.
Mm-hmm.
Salama. Look at that.
Oh man. So we released one person today. So that this live stream came in handy. One person got kicked off of Team Nationhood. Anybody else? Are there any other suggestions for who should be traded from? Oh, here's one for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Who should we not trade for? Who should we sign as a free agent to be down with Team Nationhood?
Should we sign as a free agent? Oh man. I guess maybe entrepreneurs, former players that maybe branched out of the conscious community because they saw the BS and wanted, something like the BAIO. I think we should sign them too.
People with an open mind, people who are willing to listen, at least learn about us.
True. Let's see, what other free agents?
I would say every scientist, every engineer, every architect that we can think of.
Doctors,
dentists,
psychiatrists. You're gonna need psychiatrists, psychologists. You're gonna need them too.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna do that for the draft. Like,
well, there's nobody I really want to trade on our team.
Right.
But I would like to recruit some of those guys.
The draft
the draft could just be that. Just the architects and I don't think that should be a free agent. I mean, that's just a draft right there. Like,
you're right. We can draft.
I think drafting would be similar to like people like me coming out of college, because you can then we can be developed, we can be educated and stuff like that. We're the most productive. Free agents would be your doctors, your lawyers, your psychiatrists, because they already have an established footing.
Yeah, that's
us
true.
Younger people, we don't have that established footing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. So the experienced people would be
the
free agents.
The free agents. Okay.
And the people coming out of college would be the people we draft.
All right. And then the free agents, they could pretty much be brought up to speed of what, BAIO is, because it's very self-explanatory. Well, not self-explanatory. Well, it's easy to understand,
And it's easier for us we can easily assign them roles. So in assignments, because they already have the skills and knowledge, versus somebody who is like, let's say me, who's about to get out of college. I have no experience in the construction industry.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to need to go under the branch of somebody to develop me.
I have somebody that I want to sign as they're not really a free agent because they're already with us. But somebody who I feel can handle one of the things that I think that I've been pushing is that the concept of an African fusion cuisine, African fusion restaurant. I want to sign Chef Rob to that title.
He said,
I want Chef Rob. Chef Rob has the right. I think the Chef Rob, if he was to get together with a lot of different, chefs from those fields, he can develop a really good menu.
Chima. And then Muffin Man, we got Muffin Man who can kill it on the desserts and stuff. We need a good appetizer menu, good entree, and good dessert. There you go.
I think Chef can do that. Flames, I agree with you. We need a unique cuisine, and I think that our food in Liberia should be the best food on the planet.
Yeah, I mean, because this is why I love about Liberia and why it's so perfect, because we have literally our cuisine with African cuisine. So it's not like we have to make up. We can always learn from the people that live there. Since you are, let's say, Loma, your people have a unique cuisine. We can say, hey, I have this food from, let's say, the Southern United States, and you got this. We can make a new dish that combines everything.
Yeah, because there's certain commonalities. Like when you look at appetizers, you can kind of make a fusion of all of these. Because I know like chickpea is very dominant across the cultures. So why not make a fusion of that? As a breakfast or appetizer or a side dish or something like that. There's a lot of common themes in a lot of our foods. All we need to do is add that culinary artistry to it.
For this one, Barusi, we've had people who were part of the NOI, so I would speak to Minister Dawood and Sister Salima about that. I would ask that for Sisters for Nationhood. They could answer that better than we could.
I don't think they go wrong at all. Because like I said, once you realize that it's not about these belief systems, it's about, is your core value system land, infrastructure, nationhood, social, economic, political control over our collective environment. If
Keyword
you agree
in
with
the
that,
continent of Africa. It has to
right,
be in Africa.
in Africa and specifically Liberia, then what's the problem?
Yeah.
Because we have NOI members in the BIO right now. It doesn't conflict with that overall value system. So that's the thing. It's like, is your ideological position conflicting with the position of land, infrastructure, and nationhood? Is it or is it not? If it's not, then what's the problem? If it is, then you wouldn't be in an organization. Like if your ideology is that you can't be down with an organization unless the guy that you think is cute likes you, then you won't be down with the BAIO.
No, that's just the way it is. Well, that's our core principle: land, infrastructure, nationhood. That's the reason why. That's the reason why we all joined. We didn't join because we were just making up some Cinderella. No, that's the principles that we wanted. We said, hey, I've been on the black people should have a nation of their own, and then let's focus on Liberia, and then voila, we're here. But that's our goal.
And it's been a process because initially it was just the concept of a nation. We didn't actually focus on Liberia. Now, because we put it through the computer and more data was compiled, now we said, okay, this makes sense. That's how most intelligent, rational, mature people do things.
Yeah.
You adjust your position according to the data. What makes sense? What doesn't make sense? What's more practical? What's impractical? And I'm subject to that, man. If I had not had that mentality, then I would be stuck in the conscious community trying to make, fit the square peg into the round hole.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I used to be part of the conscious community. I used to reach out to reach out to conscious community people, watch their videos nonstop. I used to love watching the conscious community, but then as I started getting older and started understanding their values and what they were about, I stopped listening to them, and I don't listen to the conscious community anymore. I don't frankly care what they have to say anymore.
And Barudi's asking, but does the NOI think of itself as an organization which sees Africa as a connection goal? I don't care.
Like I said, Dawood and Sister Salima can answer that for you.
Right. I don't care what the NOI as an organization sees it as. All I care about is if you are in the NOI as a member and you feel that land, infrastructure, nationhood is the goal, join the BAIO. You can still be an NOIO.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't care what these other organizations want.
We can all join under one umbrella. And that's what Khaled was talking about earlier. If you're part of the Nation of Islam or you're part of, this black organization and we all agree that we should have our own nation, let's merge into one force, because that means we got more numbers, more resources, more people. So,
and if there's another organization like the BAIO who does it better, I would join it.
Exactly.
But from what I can tell, like, name another organization where you don't have to leave your other organization in order to be down with us. We don't exclude people because you're with the Nation of Islam. We don't exclude you if you're with a Moorish Science Temple. If you believe in land, infrastructure, nationhood, you can be a part of the BIO and you can stay with those organizations.
And in sports terms, you could look at it as like soccer. You had Messi, he played for Barcelona or for the country, the city of the country, Spain, and then he played for Argentina, the club. So
hold on. Now they do. Now, a key tenet of preseason for nationhood is you got to identify yourself as African. You got to identify yourself as African people. Because if we ain't even agreeing on who we are, we can't even play a team because we don't even know what team we are.
Well, it's going to be hard for you to be, like I said, that's when we're talking about unicorns, because it's going to be hard for you to say that we're not an African people if you believe in land, infrastructure, nationhood on the African continent in Liberia. It's going to be very difficult for you to accept that if you don't believe we're African people. So if you believe that, come aboard. If you don't, hey, you can stay in the conscious community or you can stay in your organization. It's no harm, no foul as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think the vetting process or the tryouts will change over time as well as, you know, the years go by?
Always.
Always.
Always. Everything's changing.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, it's about adapting to the circumstances, adapting to the times. What were you going to say, Jabbar?
Oh, I like DA. I like DA 29's example, right? You could represent the USA and not quit the NBA. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jordan didn't leave the Bulls in order to play for USA.
USA. Right, right.
The key word for today is nuance.
Nuance. Oh, go ahead, Jabbar. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Is he there?
I don't think he's probably doing something.
Nuance, a subtle difference in or shade of meaning, expression, or sound. A subtle distinction or variation. That's what nuance is. Something that the conscious community knows absolutely nothing about.
Facts.
So,
I agree with
anybody
that.
else?
No, I pretty much we covered what we needed today, and like I said, it exposed, it proved our point. It proved our point. It proved my point about people who are really down for nationhood. That they're really down for nationhood.
That was funny. I'm glad that happened.
Told you they ain't about nationhood. Like I said, my last live stream proved it, and this live stream demonstrated it.
I'm glad that happened. I love flushing people out of the bushes. Flush them out of the bushes. We don't need these people all up in our cipher who ain't down with what we about. If you're not down with what we about, why are you even in the circle? Like let's say you a person who's heard the message of the BAI and said, man, this is some bullshit. We would never even know about you. Right?
Right.
You would just not pay any attention to us and move on to the next thing. But why do you come in the mix, join the group, and then you gonna keep your identity secret because I want to find out if you're real or not? Yeah, get the fuck out of here, nigga. I may have been born last night, but I mean at night, but I wasn't born last night. But does anybody in the chat have anything else to ask, or any people that you want traded or recruited or drafted to the team? I can't think of any trades. I want to trade Umar Johnson, though.
To where?
I want to trade Umar Johnson for Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh. That's a nice trade.
I think, but they would never make that trade, though.
Right.
They would never make that trade. If I could get away with that trade, that'd be the trade of a lifetime.
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't mind that. Mark said, "How? That's a great trade."
Yeah, I'll trade. I'll give you Tariq Nasheed, Jay Morrison, and Polite. I'll give you them for one Aliko Dangote.
Dude, is there like baseball, like the baseball cards and stuff?
The baseball
Put
cards.
pictures, put all those people's put all those people on like baseball cards and go from there. I think
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. We should make baseball cards of the conscious community.
You might even make money. So hey, think about it.
Yeah. Yo, son, I got this Al Sharpton joint.
Man, y'all, you missing now. I got the Cornell Western Gold Edition.
It's in mint condition, son. Mint condition. Where you gonna find that at?
I'm happy Polite is getting his justice. Polite is finally getting justice. So he's been taken down, and other conscious community members will follow. And I agree, Mark, with his point. And their platform was exclusive to NOI members, not all Black people. And no disrespect to them, Elijah happens to have been one of our greats. Oh, I love Elijah Muhammad. His Message to the Black Man book, I love it. But yeah, he focused on his organization, and his organization expanded, and people who loved his message came to it, like what we're doing. All the conscious community for the next 5 Black engineers, 10 STEM-based teachers, 3 linguistic scientists, and 3 chefs.
Bingo. I'll take that trade. The entire conscious community.
I love that, actually.
I'll take that trade right now. Let's go.
Yep, I'll take that any day. He said that needs to go. Oh, he's getting his justice. He's getting his justice DA-29, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. He said Corny West Tariq can be released. It should go for a mint. Oh no.
I got a stack of Hebrew Israelite cards I want to trade.
Oh yeah, and more Science Temple ones. The Noble Drew Ali,
the Funny Hat Crew.
We got the
underrated.
Got the 5%ers card edition. I only got 5 of them because 5%.
Supreme Mathematics Edition.
Supreme Mathematics Edition.
Yo, are we on tonight for the book club?
I was going to do it next Sunday instead because of the holidays.
Oh, okay.
I'll say the same thing.
Cool. And I'm still.
We're not going to do the Discord either?
No, the Discord I'll be on.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to do the book club for next Sunday because I still haven't chopped up the video for chapter 10 because
you sure? I thought that was the last one you did.
I thought it was chapter 9.
Oh, chapter 9 was the last one?
No. Chapter 9 was the last one because chapter 10 we did was policy formation process. No, candidate, I think. No. Was it candidate?
Playlist.
Yeah, the candidate selection. Right? Yeah, I didn't do chapter 10 yet.
Oh shit, we didn't add it to the playlist.
Yeah, I'm still.
Oh no, I know what it is. We added it to the Amos Wilson Black Blueprint for Black Power list.
Yeah.
So we're up to
chapter 11.
Right. We're up to chapter 9.
Yeah, we're up to chapter 9. Chapter 10, I still got to chop up because remember we had started talking about the incident, the vortex, the dude that got hit with the North Face jacket and then face north.
Yeah.
After he stood up, yeah. So I gotta chop that up a bit, and then chapter 11 we'll start on for next week. Which I think that would be a great chapter, the ideology point and stuff. Black Actress said the 5% Flat Earth Society collection.
Oh, don't forget DA29. I have a limited edition preacher pack.
Yo.
Yo, we
Got
need to start doing that. Make these cards up. Conscious community cards.
the TD
CCC.
Jakes Holy Water edition.
Oh no.
The CCC. Or maybe we should do like a fantasy conscious community league.
Oh shit.
Like they do for football.
Or fantasy basketball, do your starting five.
The conscious draft, the conscious challenge.
I know my top five, if it was the same as fantasy basketball, my top five would be, it definitely Umar would be in the starting lineup. Umar, Young Pharaoh.
Now you know Umar, he gonna be in the power forward, the center position. That's it.
Who else? Tariq. So I got the big three, and then the other two I would have to put Hassan Campbell and Polite.
Wait, now Jabari. Now you hold on. Now those some heavy hitters. You said Tariq and Umar. Now you know they some ball hoggers. Who? How you gonna distribute?
Hey, that's their problem. They're on your team.
Okay,
now. You figure it out.
Okay,
I'll think score 31.
I'll
score 40.
Okay, I'll take it back. Instead of why don't we swap out Tariq for Kevin Samuels? How about that?
Kevin who? Yo.
How about Kevin Samuels? No, Kevin Samuels will make a great coach. Kevin Samuels be the coach.
He'll be the great coach. Wearing a suit and shit.
I wondered if we can get him to be down with land infrastructure nationhood, though. That's gonna be interesting.
If we had the platform, I think we could. It just depends. I don't know. It depends, but who else? Who else would be in there? What is it? The Hebrew Israelites. What's his name? It's the IS. I think it's the ISRK. That group that goes around New York and they're just yelling, talking about we're the real Hebrews.
Oh yeah, the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, Candace Owens can come off the bench.
Candace Owens can come off the bench.
No. We got it now for the fantasy. That's for the men's. Now for the women's side, I'll put definitely Candace Owens, Classic, Stacey Dash.
Carnell
no.
is the center.
Who else?
Yvette Carnell is the center.
Omarosa.
You know what? Stacey Dash might be going on a fast break because of her last name.
But then again, remember, guys, we're trying to get rid of these people, so that's really the other team's problem, not ours.
And then
give Stacey Dash the ball.
Who's that? Who was that? Come on, I forget who it is.
Ronan.
More. Oh, she said Cynthia G. Oh no.
Y'all tripping, man. Yo, Mark, no.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Candace
They
Owens
too
and
busy
Stacey
to be
Dash.
traded, right? We gotta wait.
They trying to get that max contract.
They too busy to be traded right now.
General Zoe, where he come off the bench, he'd be bench warmer.
They trying to get that max contract.
Isn't Tone Talks a lawyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be with the law team, the legal team.
Rwanda would never accept that. Rwanda would wait. Rwanda,
Oh no, Rwanda would not accept that. I don't think Rwanda. We can give away the whole conscious community. They wouldn't take that trade.
Oh, thank you. That completes the starting lineup. Sage Steele.
Oh shit.
Nah, we gonna
Chef
swap
is
our
getting
opinion.
down over there, man.
She could set them picks.
We've been treated to an entire meal. He is getting down over there.
The 5 deadly demons.
The Hebrew Israelites and the extras from the 5 deadly venoms might not get much for them. Nah. I am interested to know where they got those kung fu suits made, though. That's on some Shaolin versus Llama shit right there.
Shaolin versus Llama shit.
Oh no, Iron Armor. That's what those that's what the outfits remind me of. That kung fu picture, Iron Armor.
Iron Armor.
My weak spot isn't there.
Yo. Come on, man.
Oh shit. All right, man. We just clowning right now. So I guess is anybody got anything else to say or add to this conversation? Because we're gonna end this stream. It's been like what, 2 hours now?
Yeah, we're about to approach the hour mark. All I have to say, my last thing is, if you are for Land Infrastructure Nation, that you are welcome to come into this organization. We accept all members, but what you're not gonna do is sow discord or disunity amongst us. If you do, you will be kicked out, and we will know.
Yep. So I don't care what your personal issues is with anything that you don't want in your personal life. You know what you do? If there's something that you don't want in your personal life, you don't do it. Problem solved.
There you go. As far as my last thoughts, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, register to the website. It is down in the headlines, as you see, BAIOAfrikstan.org/register. Every Saturday, we have our Sisters for Nationhood live, 7 p.m. on YouTube. Shout outs to Sister Salima and Spirit Lifters. Great conversation yesterday when they talked about the vetting process. We have also this live stream that's 12 p.m. every Sunday. And then starting next Sunday, we will get right back into the book club, which is Sunday, 7 p.m. If you are a member, you can join us, obviously, through Signal and, going forward. And tonight, we will also have the lounge Sunday at 8 p.m. where we just kick back, relax, talk shit, have fun, the whole Sarah. And the vetting process is real. Safari Salama.
Yeah, and Ronan says they got those outfits from Chinatown in NYC. Yo, if I knew that as a 5%, because they argue with the 5%ers all the time. If I was a 5%er, I would use that against them. Because I would say, so y'all do believe in the Asiatic black man.
Yo.
That's why you get your outfits from Chinatown, nigga.
Oh. And look, that's their kryptonite too. So when you say that, all the armor just falls off their body.
There you go.
Chinatown.
Flawless victory.
All you gotta say is Chinatown, all their armor falls off.
Anyway, on that note, y'all, thank you. Love all of you. Have a good holiday. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your time off and get ready for work on Monday.
Yep. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Peace and
everybody.
Blessings, y'all.
Peace.